Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Not much. Ready to hopefully pop off.
Let's get it. My name's Jollz. I'm a Radiant player. If you're enjoying this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe, considering 80% of you guys are still not subscribed. I do these coaching sessions live, so you're more than welcome to swing by the stream and ask questions. If you're interested in coaching yourself, click the link in the description, click the book a lesson button, and select your plan and time. Lastly, if you want a chance to win free coaching, be sure to comment down below your Discord name and why you think you deserve it. I'll be picking out a person randomly. Other than that, enjoy the video. This is part 2. So any improvement from the first coaching session?
I hope so. My headshot percentage is at 18.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah.
That's getting better. Yeah.
Yeah, so 145. Yeah, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good now.
I've been obsessed with like keeping track of my stats now.
Damage per round doesn't necessarily indicate that you're playing better. It could, you know, if you, let's say you're playing for exits, right? Like they planted the bomb and you're just waiting outside for them all to come to you and you just get 3 kills, right? You're kind of cheesing the stat in that sense. So it shouldn't be like the holy grail, you know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be, oh my god, what's my damage per round? If you have like 161 game, that doesn't necessarily mean that you played better than a game that you had like 145 or 150. Yeah. So yeah, okay, let's get close. Like jump over this and get close. All right, and now try like licking from one side to the left side, right, on these bots.
Just like standing still.
Yeah, let's try and go like all the way from the left all the way to the right.
Oh,
yeah, there you go. Like
I'm still warming up. It's very cold over here.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, of course. Okay, let's try adding some movement now. So in between shots, yeah, exactly like this. Yeah.
This is what I'm bad at. I'm really bad at strafing.
This is what practicing is for. Good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. I'm telling you. This is the point of practicing.
Yeah, I'm very hard on myself, I guess.
No, I know. I used to be the same way. But the way that you always got to be thinking about it is like, would you ever talk to your or have these expectations for your best friend kind of deal? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't for yourself, because you are your own best friend at the end of the day. All right, let's go. Let's run all the way back now. Like, yeah, and let's go all the way to the wall, like all the way back. Yeah, and then practice here. Yeah, so let's do standing still. Let's do standing still first.
Okay.
So this helps with micro adjusting. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. I whiff this range too sometimes. All right, now let's add a little bit of movement. So we'll continue the 2-shot bursts and then add movement now. Yeah. Yep.
My brain is shutting off.
You're good. You're good. This should be mindless anyway, so
yeah.
You're just chilling. You're vibing. Now let's practice spraying at a wall. So turn around. Yeah, and practice spraying at a wall and try and make the bullets. Yeah. Okay, let's back up now. Yep.
Yeah, the further back I get, the gun control.
Of course. Yeah, that's how it is. So okay, let's back up even more now. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, so I think what's happening, sometimes you're pulling down before you're like, look at the tracers and not so much the crosshair ever. Feel where the bullets are, right? Like where they're going, and look at the holes. That's how I always look at it. I never look at the crosshair. All right, I think it's good. I like it. I like it. All right. Let's hop into comp now. You're ready. So those kind of drills I would practice in the practice range before you start playing. Okay. And basically what it does is like the close range one practices like flicking at a close distance, and then the far one practices your micro adjusting. Both are very important. Everything in between is more of like a feel thing from death matches and whatnot, but that's usually to tell if your sensitivity is good or not. If it's too fast, you're going to struggle with micro adjusting, and if it's too slow, you're going to struggle with close flicking. So, you know, finding a happy medium between the two, as long as it's comfortable, you're good.
I think we've got an AFK already. Nice. Oh shit.
It was a good try. So one thing that you want to do with your smokes, you want to make sure that your smokes aren't as deep there. You saw how she was still able to swing on that corner. So you want to smoke it a little bit more shallow. So if they do swing out, that's when you want them to like fully commit. And if they are wide swung, they're exposed from canteen. They're exposed from everyone. So like go into your smoke form real quick. I'm going to show you.
Like here?
Yeah, like that. You don't want to go too deep. So you went a little bit too deep. They were able to pass the smoke and not be punished for it. So a little bit more shallow with that one. I probably would have walk pushed that. One thing I would have done with your rotation there, so you know how you were holding arcade at the start? If I would have heard anything else, like from on the other side, I probably would have pushed through arcade, you know, instead of rotating through spawn. Take a little bit more of a greedier approach when you're saving. Just do like random kind of sketchy plays, because you can get rewarded if, let's say that you push through arcade and then you're flanking dish and they're not looking at you, and then you get a free kill, you know, and then you get a gun advantage just because of that risky play. So that's something I would do when you're saving.
Yeah.
Hey, smoke's better. Very nice. Should have moved maybe. Oh, okay.
I had that idea at the same,
Yeah. I didn't want to like backseat too much there, but yeah, so after getting that kill on that jet, I would have immediately pulled out flash, right? Immediately pulled out flash and just thrown it. And then from there, you can decide, do I TP out? Do I TP in? Right, like it gives you space to work with.
Yeah.
Whereas there, you got to kill it on the jet, and now they know exactly where you're at, and they're just gonna push you and trade you, right? So always be thinking like, do I have time to reposition? Do I have time to stall them and then reposition? You want to always try and reposition after getting a kill. Oh, rotate B. You want to beat them into the site before they get there. Yep. Good. It was the positioning there that won us that round, by the way. The position to get into sight before they get there, right? Very good round. So I'm not sure if you would have waited there by spawn, you know what I mean, before they actually pushed in. A big thing with positioning is like, if you can read what they're gonna do before they do it and you beat them to that spot, you are in a very, very good spot. Help your team if you can. Yeah, we're chilling. 4v2, we don't have to peek. So a big thing is playing with my teammates on defense. We're not doing that enough. So one thing I'm noticing is like a lot of the times, like you're kind of watching one thing, your teammate's watching the other thing, and after you initially clear it at the start, you don't see anything, go and help your teammate. It's better to just double up with your teammate and playing off of your teammate there. In a more realistic world, Sage would have died after getting that first kill. That jet would have swung with her knives and got the trade. And you weren't there to get the trade off of her on the jet. Does that make sense? So I guess always be thinking like, you know, after I clear something, how do I play with my team? Ooh, yeah. Flash? Yeah, flash. Yeah. Oh? Smoke?
Cover going out.
I smoke again. Yep.
Going out.
It was on the right. Oh, yeah, see, off angle. It was an off angle. It's all good. It's all good. We need to start asserting dominance. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing with some of your peaks, they feel like you're sometimes I feel like you peak a little bit scared, and we have to like confidently swing, right? Like confidently take certain fights. Just in your mind, think I'm gonna win this fight before I even swing. Just be like, I'm about to just shit on this kid. The fight isn't even over, and you're already kind of like trying to fall back. And sometimes it works, but sometimes you get punished for it. If you're gonna peak and they're there, you have to take that fight. If you're peaking, you're fighting. That should be like your thought process. Okay, get ready. Ult's in the tower, Yeah, there you go. Fully take it. Yep. And then try and see. Yeah, peek. The guy in sight, Oh, he went to arcade. It's all good. Yeah, fight that guy. Okay. See this little hesitation peaks. Yeah, just chill.
Shit today.
You're good. Seriously, don't even worry about it.
I'm normally better than this, I swear to God.
No, I know. Seriously, like the biggest thing is like I just want to show you the opportunities that you could have in certain situations. Okay, this person's pushing. Here she comes. There we go. All right, push up. Like into A. Yep. We're gonna take space now.
Oh no, they just wanted a gun, alright. Oh God.
All good. Yeah, so biggest thing with the lurking stuff is like after you get a pick, you can take space from it, right? Like I would have gotten the kill on the raise, and then you could kind of just walk up, feel it out, see what's going on there. It just sucked, you know, your raise was AFK. All right, let me hop into a quick custom and show you some stuff that might help. The biggest thing that I was noticing, okay, so there's two major things. One was you're not playing enough around your teammates on defensive side. Like when they're fighting, I want you to be fighting with them, right? They're shooting their gun, you want to shoot yours. Always be thinking like, where's my team fighting? Oh, they're fighting? I should go help them out. If you're holding arcade and, you know, they are 5-man rushing you arcade, you're not going to be able to hold this. Maybe you get a kill, and then after you get a kill, you have your teammate maybe watching this cross, and when they're holding this cross, after they shoot, you're playing off of them, and then you swing again, right? And you play off of each other. So that's a good one. But if I'm saving, I'm pushing up. Like, I see nothing, especially if I hear stuff A or dish, I'm just holding it. I'm holding W. If I die, it's whatever. I have a ghost. I have a classic. I don't care if I die. So it's not that deep, right? Because you can get these kind of timings. You get this kill. Even with a classic, you win this usually. I mean, sometimes you can whiff and they turn around and kill you, but whatever. I mean, it's still the opportunity's there. So that's something I would definitely do when you start saving. And if they start picking up that you're flanking a lot, then you stop doing it and you switch it up. At least a couple rounds, something you can experiment with. So attack side, lurking is good. Lurking is very, very good. But what's the power of lurking? So if they're super, super aggressive and your team is like rushing or all B, they're going B main. You can wait here for the push. This isn't bad if you know that they're super hyper aggressive and your teammates know what the plan is. But if they don't push up and your team is all B main, then this was all for nothing, right? You don't get anything out of it. There is no space that was created. So what do I mean by space? Okay, let's say same principles applied, okay? Same exact scenario. Your team went all main and you're sitting here by the box and you're waiting for the A push. Now, this works if they decide to push up and flank you. If they don't, and your team wants to fall off, you haven't created space, so you can't even take this. You have to re-clear everything going up forward. But if your team is making a ton of noise here, let's say 4 of them, and while they're doing that, you are creating space this way, you know, just checking. You start walking up. They're still making noise. They're shooting their guns. They're using their utility, whatever. We just start walking up. Boom, just like this. Now we are in a whole different scenario. Now these guys and your teammates can run all the way up to where you're at. Knife out because you've created that space. And what's better is you could go even further. If they're making a ton of noise B and you hear them when you're here creating space, like I said, and you hear the guy from A site rotate all the way through spawn, that's it. You have sight, right? You come around the corner because you heard him rotate off. You're like, hey guys, come back. I have A, right? And you can type A, you can do whatever, right? And that's when you can start getting even more space, right? Like if you hear him and he's still running, you create even more space, even deeper, right? And then you get to a spot where here, this is what I meant in the corner. Like,
oh, and there. Okay.
Yeah, because like no one is checking this, right? No one is going to be checking the spot because they don't expect you to have created this much space, and you get free kills here. At least one. Those were the big things. Hopefully this was, you know, this is beneficial though.
Yeah, like I watch back a lot of because I record a lot of my games. It's hard to critique your own gameplay, I guess, and it's hard to see like to that extent, I guess. And I appreciate it. Thank you. I need to go write it all down because I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.